Hey fight fans, welcome back to the Fight Book. This is the Indian accent guy, and if I say this past weekend was one of the best weekends in the boxing world, so that would not be wrong. There were a total of 10 big scale boxing events, and in this video, we're gonna quickly recap only the important fights, most importantly, the ranked fights that are going to impact the future in the boxing world. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let's start it from the WBA interim heavyweight title fight, which the fans enjoyed the most this past weekend. In the headliner of Queenberry's card on Saturday, WBA number 1 ranked Fabio Wardley moves to 18-0 by beating WBO number 1 ranked Justice Huni. Wardley pulled victory from the jaws of defeat with an astonishing comeback when he knocked out Huni in the 10th round to win the WBA interim heavyweight belt in his hometown of Ipswich, England. Huni was giving his career best performance before getting KO'd, and the scorecards had Huni ahead 89-82 twice and 88-83 before the KO in the round 10. So that's possibly the comeback of the year from Fabio Wardley. Anyway, the fight is over, but the drama has begun as Team Huni is protesting against the KO loss over a fast count, which I don't think is needed. But it is what it is. As per WBA, Wardley will now be ordered to face Kubrat Pillai versus Michael Hunter winner on August 23rd later in 2025. In the co-headliner of the card, WBA number 9 ranked heavyweight Nelson Hayesa moved to 23-0 by knocking out Patrick Corday in round 2. Also on the card, WBC number 10 ranked super lightweight Pierce O'Leary moved to 17-0 by winning his fight by unanimous decision, and WBA number 6 ranked cruiserweight Mike Perez got his 9th straight win and 8th straight knockout, and then called out Jai Obetaya, who also successfully made the 5th defense of his cruiserweight belt by knocking out Cardio Skui in the round 5 of the headliner of Matchroom card in Australia Sunday night. Obetaya moves to 28-0 and is targeting a unification fight against Gilberto Ramirez next. The co-headliner of Obetaya's card was cancelled due to Teremona Jr.'s opponent pulling out with COVID. Yes, that's still a thing. Anyway, when the one door closes, another one opens. The undefeated heavyweight will now make his US debut at MSG on this Saturday's Hitchens Cambosos card, looking to extend his perfect record to 8-0. After Huni's loss to Wardley, he is Australia's new hope. Next, we had a unification title fight in Top Ranks card in Tokyo, where 3-division champion Gento Nakatani made the 4th defense of his WBC bantamweight belt in his 10th title fight against the IBF's defending bantamweight champion Rusuke Nishida, who was pulled out by his corner after the round 6, making the Nakatani the unified champion at 118 pounds in his last fight at this weight class. Yes, according to the reports, Gento Nakatani, the newly crowned unified WBC and IBF bantamweight champion, will relinquish both of his titles in pursuit of a high-profile bout against compatriot and pound-for-pound star Naoya Inoue. Inoue anyway reacts to Nakatani unifying the WBC and IBF bantamweight titles and his plans to move up in weight, welcoming him at 122 pounds. As far as Nishida is concerned, it is rumored that he is also moving up, but no confirmation yet. The IBF bantamweight mandatory challenger Jose Salas had stepped aside to allow Nishida to unify the belts against Nakatani, so expect Nishida versus Salas next for the IBF belt, while the WBC bantamweight title fight will be ordered between number 1 ranked Tenshin Nasukawa, who beat WBA number 6 ranked Victor Santalin in the co-headliner of the event via unanimous decision, versus WBC number 2 ranked Juan Francisco Estrada, who is coming back from BAM loss next weekend in a showcase bout. Anyway, there was one more ranked bantamweight fight on the same card where WBA number 7 ranked Riku Masuda moved to 8-1 when he knocked out WBA number 11 ranked Michel Benquez in the round 1. Pro Box headliner on Saturday in San Antonio was also a bantamweight bout where IBF number 15 ranked Michael Angeletti moved to 18-0 by beating Eros Korea via unanimous decision after 10 hard-fought rounds. Then in Top Ranks Norfolk card in Virginia on Saturday, WBO number 2 ranked lightweight Abdullah Mason moved to 19-0 by stopping Jeremiah Nakatlia in round 5. Nakatlia claimed that he cannot see out of his eye, and the ringside doctor recommends that the referee stop the contest at the beginning of round 5. In another sharp performance, Abdullah closes in on a world title. Abdullah Mason and Sam Marquez are the top contenders in WBO ranking, so expect that fight for the lightweight title stripped from Keyshawn Davis due to his weight miss. Anyway, Keyshawn Davis could not fought in his hometown due to weight miss, but his brother Calvin Davis fought in the super lightweight bout, and he also lost his fight via majority decision to Nahir Albright. Nahir claims that Keyshawn Davis and his brother Keon Davis, who also fought on the card and moves to 4-0 with round 2 knockout, tried to jump him in his locker room after he beat their brother Calvin Davis. ESPN footage from backstage shows some of the incident, where after the event, police were called and Keyshawn Davis had to be escorted out of the Scope Arena in his hometown of Norfolk. Anyway, in one of the undercard bouts, WBO number 6 ranked middleweight Troy Isley moved to 15-0 by beating Estondi Williams, and this was his third straight unanimous decision win. Next, the boxers card on Saturday was headlined by WBA number 7 ranked super middleweight Callum Simpson against Ivan Zuko, who draws the first blood in the opening round with a shock knockdown in what was an electric opening round. Anyway, Simpson rises through adversity to pull off a huge stoppage win via round 10 KO despite being dropped twice in the process in Banse. In the co-headliner in the same division, IBF number 6 ranked super middleweight Mark Jeffers lost his showcase bout against Sean Hemphill, who took the decision win after both fighters went to war for 10 grueling rounds. Jeffers vs Simpson was there to make, but the boxers tried to script boxing and the fight is now gone. Anyway, in one of the undercard bouts, WBA number 15 ranked featherweight Rais Edwards moved to 17-1 and came back into the win column after losing his oath to Peter McGrail in December 2024 by beating Thomas S. Somba via unanimous decision. Anyway, there was Eye of the Tiger management card in Montreal, Canada on Thursday, where WBA number 3 ranked light heavyweight Albert Ramirez moved to 21-0 by beating the previously undefeated Michael Alan Flannery with a beautiful uppercut in round 2. He is ranked in top 5 in all 4 organizations, so the title shot is coming soon. In one of the undercard bouts of this card, WBC number 9 ranked super lightweight Arthur Mobladin Vyarslanov moved to 19-0 by dominating Antonio Collado, scoring multiple knockdowns on the way to a round 3 stoppage win. Then in Weatherman Boxing's card on Friday, WBO number 4 ranked Josh Kelly returned in the headliner, and he stops the hopelessly overmatched Flavius B in round 1 in Newcastle. Then there was also 2 women's world title fights. First one was a headliner of MVP Prospect 13 in Orlando on Saturday, where IBF women's lightweight champion Beatrice Faria moved to 7-0 by beating IBF number 1 ranked Maria Faria via unanimous decision. Then in the undercard of Salita Promotions Hall of the Fame fight night in Verona, WBA and WBC women's super middleweight champion Franklin Cruz Desern beat WBA number 5 and WBC number 8 ranked Kitali Ortiz via controversial majority decision. The other 2 champs of the same division are Savannah Marshall and Shadasia Green, who are unifying their belts on Taylor Serrano 3 undercard. So expect an undisputed women's super middleweight title fight between Cruz Desern versus the winner of this match on July 11th. And that was all in the boxing world this past weekend. Now you are completely up to date with the boxing world. So now here is a thing you are supposed to do. Do like the video and share your feedback in the comment section that do you like my updates on boxing, or should I stop boxing news and just focus on the MMA world? Give your feedback and then do whatever you want.